Hey, ¿qué tal, amigos? Saludos. Estamos acá con el brother. Estilo Uber, llevándolo a su destino. Sí, se va a ganar. Me gusta esta cámara. Wow. Y así para voltear.
Creo que cuando tú la pongas ella gira.
¿Te gusta?
Ah, wow. Me encantó. Máximo.
Whoa, what's up? It's your boy King LJ. Glad to have y'all back with me again. But if this your first time here, man, go ahead on and subscribe to the channel. Got some good content going. I want to start off by giving a shout out to one of my subscribers, Miles Morales. You asked for your shout out, here you go, you hear me? So as y'all can see from the title of this video, we got a good topic going today, and I'm sure there's something you brothers are interested in. But I just want to start off by saying, man, it feels good to be from the United States. Can't lie about that. You know what I'm saying? As y'all know, the name carry weight and is seen as one of the most prestigious countries in the world. We can't deny that when it comes to sports, entertainment, and etc. And so for that reason being, when you go to other countries, especially a country like Colombia, you know, it's South America, so they're real familiar with us being North America. They're not that far away, so they're pretty much in tune with a lot of things that we have going on here. And for that reason, they already see you as being cool. But before I discuss the women, I want to start with this right here. I want to start with the men. And this is important because I hear a lot of guys say that the Colombian men don't like foreigners talking to their women. False. I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. And I'm telling you this from experience. And as you can see in the video, this Colombian brother who I've just met, who happened to be my driver for the day, I booked him through the InDrive app. And so when he saw me recording, he asked me what I was recording for, and I told him my YouTube channel. And so he pretty much asked me, could he be a part of it? So I'm like, yeah, sure. One thing I want to point out is that pretty much every Colombian man that I met when I travel, you know, as soon as I leave the airport, I hop in a taxi. I start a conversation with these guys, and these are some cool brothers, you know what I'm saying? And as you can see from this video, the guy referred to me as brother, and that's one thing that a lot of Colombian men do. They refer to you as brother. And if you travel to Cartagena before, you know, the well-known saying is, my brother, same color. And so that's pretty much how they view us. They view us as being a brother. And I've never received any type of tension from me dating a Colombian woman. And one of the things that they do discuss, you know, when I'm in a taxi is the women. And they'll ask me, do you have a woman here? And if I tell them, yeah, they'd be like, oh, that's good. You know, they're beautiful. They could be crazy, but they love you. They take care of you. They're great. And so it's like they invite you to want to talk to their women. You know, they want you to date their women. You know what I'm saying? They get happy when you talk about the women there. You know, it kind of like sparks a conversation. And I find that pretty cool. So let's go ahead on and throw that out the window that the Colombian men don't want us talking to their women. One thing about it is that they have so many women there. These men are either happily married, have multiple girlfriends, or they just don't care what happens on the dating scene. But anyway, so as far as the women, man, I just want you guys to know y'all have it really good here. You know what I'm saying? It's like almost impossible to not have success dating in Colombia. And, you know, shouts out to my boy Hassan. He invited me on this podcast, and it's something I talked about is that when I came to Colombia and I started dating, I realized very soon how serious these women are about dating. You know, in the United States, when we're dating, we have to take a certain approach toward the situation or we won't find much success. You know what I'm saying? We pretty much have to play the game. You know, we can't double text. We can't show too much interest up front. Y'all know the rules for all the do's and don'ts that the dating coaches talk about, and these things actually work. You know what I'm saying? So that just goes to show you how bad dating is in the United States. So having that mindset and being trained to operate that way in the dating field, when I went to Colombia, I kind of had that same mindset. So what I first started doing, I was overbooking dates because I was anticipating flakes. You know, in the United States, you have to do that. You have to set up multiple dates in one day because flakes were going to happen. But I found out real soon that you don't need to do that in Colombia, because I was setting up about 3 dates a day just in case anybody flaked. And so what happened was all 3 was showing up. All 3 was ready to roll. You know what I'm saying? They kept asking, are we still on for this time? Where are we going to meet? Are we still on? And so when I noticed that, I'm like, yeah, they are very serious about dating out here. So we don't have to abide by the same rules that we have in the States. You really have to get rid of that mentality and go back to the old school days. You know what I'm saying? When you meet a woman, you text her, you talk to her, and you just have fun. Like, you really could do that. You don't have to overthink dating in Colombia because it's real simple. The women are straight up and forward. When they're interested in you, they're going to let you know. They're going to constantly reach out to you. They're going to ask you, did you eat? They're going to ask you how you doing. They're going to ask you, when are they going to see you? And things like that, you know. And it's fun. And being from the United States, the women already see you as being cool. And the thing about it is, when you partake in day culture, you being an American and you're going to Colombia and you're dancing like them, you're listening to their music and partaking in the things they like to do, man, that bumps you up a whole nother level, and that increases their interest to the max. You know what I'm saying? Because it shows them that you're a humble person, because you're not on your high horse. You know what I'm saying? You're not coming to Colombia and listening to Pooh Shiesty, something they can't understand. You know what I'm saying? You're going to their country and you listen to the music they listening to. Nicky Jam, Romeo Santos, Bad Bunny, and people like that. That's stuff they can relate to, so that builds a connection. And when I first started dating in Colombia, I found out real soon, like, how sweet the women are here, because they love to compliment you. Women here don't mind telling you you're beautiful. If you don't know Spanish, these words right here you need to know: hermoso, lindo, guapo. That's when a woman telling you you're beautiful, you're pretty, you're handsome. And so these women have no shame about giving a man a compliment. So that alone already wins me over. And when these women are interested in you, they're very attentive. You know what I'm saying? I remember the first time I traveled to Colombia, I went to Bogota. And so I was talking with this chick. I met her on Latin American Cupid. And by the way, that's a good app to meet women before you go to Colombia. So to make a long story short, we were talking, and when I arrived, she already agreed that she would be at the airport waiting for me. So when I got to the airport, she was there waiting for me, and she took me to my hotel, and you know, she just made sure I was good, because she knew it was my first time there, and she knew that her city is not always the safest, and she just wanted to make sure I was safe. She wanted to make sure I was good, you know. And so, you know, we had a real good friendship. She even invited me to her crib. The first thing she told me is that, you know, I would really like to show you my home. She says probably not what you're used to, but it's very humble, and I think it's very nice. And so if you able to get the chance to come, she said, I would love to cook for you. You can stay the night. You can save some money. You don't have to stay in the hotel or whatever, you know. And I found out real quick that, you know, when you're down to do things like that, these women see you as being a humble person. And so that makes you more attractive to them. See, I'm from the South, So I know all about Southern hospitality, you know what I'm saying? And so when you visit Colombia, that's the vibes that I get from a lot of the women. They have that Southern hospitality. If y'all know what that's about, then you can relate to what I'm saying. But anyway, man, I encourage you brothers to meet some women in Colombia, talk to them, get to know them, spend some time with them, and see what it's like for yourself. Don't listen to these guys that's putting all that negativity out there. If you had a bad experience, so what, man? It's like, what, over 1 million women in Colombia? You'll find a good one. Keep talking to them. Keep dating. Keep hanging out with them. Or whatever, man. Just have fun with it. I'm telling you, y'all won't regret it. With the right woman, man, you'll have a real good time. I promise you. But anyway, appreciate y'all for tuning into the video. I'm gonna have to make another video and give y'all the blueprint to dating in Colombia. I'm sure y'all would appreciate that. But man, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Stay tuned into the channel. Got some more content dropping soon. And like I say, I'm gonna have some more topics like this coming. And anything y'all boys want me to cover, man, hit me up on IG. Drop me some topics, some ideas. You know, sometimes y'all do in the comments and I try to get to them. And I appreciate that. And I'm just trying to keep this content good for y'all, man. Give y'all something positive and something good to see. So once again, I appreciate y'all. And I'm going to get up with y'all in the next one. This is the best way to get money in Colombia. ATM. English. Decline the conversion, always. Don't forget that.